Hi, welcome to the demo of Peoplebox. This is June 2022, and today I'm going to walk you through our OKRs and performance review in Slack. So when you log in into Peoplebox, this is the main homepage that you see. It includes your company goals, your department goals, your team analytics around one-on-ones, how many one-on-ones have happened with your direct reports, how many talking points, how many action items, and then an analytics about one-on-ones within your entire company by managers, how many direct reports, how many non-direct reports they have done it with, whether they had action items and talking points into the one-on-ones, and then a few analytics about engagement through drivers, coffee connects, and finally a performance and productivity metrics by manager. So like I said, I'm going to go and focus a lot more onto the goals bit, which is the OKRs. So while a lot of other tools and HRMS, Google Sheets, Excel, they focus a lot on setting and aligning OKRs. Our focus primarily stay on tracking and achieving OKRs because OKRs have a very high tendency of failures, and one of the big reasons why they fail is because of set and forget. So people spend a lot of time in setting and aligning their OKRs in a tool or in a spreadsheet or in Notion, and then they forget about it. They continue to run their business with different metrics. They continue to run their business reviews using the other KPIs, and nobody cares about OKR. So how do we go and make sure that adoption goes high? So there are four main things that we make sure or we have that ensures high adoption. One is a very, very easy to use single page application. So everything is on one page. You can go and think about, say, you are Apple and you have a company-wide goal, say this is 2006, and you want to go and make a big bang entry into smartphone market. So you can go dig into that, cascade them, and go and see all your goals with just few clicks. So you can go and see what the status of that objective is, who are the owners, and then you can go from a company to department to individual levels as well. You can, of course, see the progress of the goals, you can see the status, as well as you can go and change it, and you can tag people and put the context as well. A lot of time tools only allow you to change the status of the progress, but there is always a lot of context. There's always a lot of narrative around any update. So of course you can go and do that. You can say, okay, this is going good, and we have a campaign coming next week where we will touch 50. And then you can tag some people as well. Sorry about the spelling mistake. And that's what you can go and do. And like I said, it's a single page application. You can go and do everything and see anybody's goals here on the left hand side. You can go and, of course, look at any department goals, or you can go and look at any individual goal here in the same page itself. Creating a goal is also very easy. You can go and add a goal here on the panel. You can set the progress, either a default progress or a number or a custom percentage or a dollar or other different parameters as well. We also provide a lot of templates to help you set great goals. So we have templates grouped by different departments, be it engineering, product, chief of staff, that you can go and, of course, use it and, of course, create new goals as well. Now comes the very important things about tracking the goals. Once you go and set the goals, one of the major problems that teams face is about updating the goals. They are already using their work tools, and they have to go and update it in an OKR tool, which is obviously not the most, delightful experience. And a lot of times they forget about it, or they do it delayed. Now, one of the very important things here is that we ensure that your goals, your objectives, your key results, as well as your initiatives are always updated. How? By making sure that it's deeply integrated with every work tool that you use. So you can go and say this is a one of your key results, which is launch 100 retail stores. You can go and integrate it with the source. Say the source here is a Google Sheet. So all you need to go and do that is you can go and say, okay, the progress needs to come from Google Sheet. You can just click on Google Sheet, and you can go and identify the sheet name, the column name, and that's all. That's all you need to go and do. So say this sheet is this, and it's a C3 field. I can go and update it here, and it automatically comes and update it here. So all I need to do is click sync now. You can also set automatic sync, so that happens in a 12 hours or 24 hours. So it's very flexible window. And that's all. You see, it's now automatically updated from 91 to 96. Now, the same thing happens when it comes to projects as well. So a lot of time projects are run in specific tools like Jira, Asana, and not everybody in the company have the visibility. But there is a lot of dependency, especially where we see that very often where salespeople are dependent on any product feature releases, which is actually being tracked in Jira or Asana, and they don't have the access. Similarly, leadership doesn't have the access as well. So the only option they have is to call them, and a lot of time there is a delay between what's actually happening on Jira and the other stakeholders knowing about it. What you can do in Peoplebox is you can actually align initiatives for all OKRs and then integrate with your project tool. A good example here is, say you have a project called Launch MS Teams integration. You can actually, and you can go and now integrate it with Asana where it is being tracked. So say this is Asana, and you can now go and just update things as Asana, continue to do your, engineer or somebody in the team can continue to do their job, and it automatically goes and updates here. So you can just go and sync now and wait. And like I said, you can set that every night or every 12 hours or every 6 hours, whichever the frequency you want. And that's it. That's pretty much it. It's not just the update. You can go and see all the activities as well. You can see what are the activities which have or the tasks which are updated. So you saw that these two tasks I go and update it. In Peoplebox, they are updated as well. Similarly, you can go and see all the goals, not just in a tabular view, but you can also go and see them all in the chart view. You can go and see how each goals are updated and aligned all the way to the top goals. And this is actually not like an image; it's a full-fledged dynamic chart. You can go and add comments. You can change it. You can, of course, tag people as well as change the status as well. So you can say this is done and this is checking. So that's another view. You can go and do that. So that is pretty much about how OKRs are aligned and integrated. Now, one of the very important things when it comes to OKRs are about running business review. In fact, we believe that business review is probably the most important reason why OKR fails. It's because people run their OKR check-ins or business review on a completely different tool, usually a PPT, than the tool where they have set their goals. It could be a OKR tool, or it could be a spreadsheet or an HRMS tool. Now, what we allow them is the ability to run their OKRs, or run their business review on the same tool where their OKRs are set. And that makes the biggest difference because your business reviews are being run here. You make sure that your OKRs are always updated. You make sure that you can add all the narratives, and now you have one place to set, align, track, and achieve all your goals. So how do we do that? How do we enable people to skip PPTs or Word, Google, or Microsoft Word or Google Doc and do it here by making sure that any data that you want to add here is pluggable. So you can have action items, you can have any hits, you can have any misses, you can have any custom fields or sections here that you want to add, which you would have added in a PPT. Also, for any OKR, which are automatically updated here because they're integrated, you can add root cause analysis. You can have any tags, you can have any month on month forecast, or any fields that you want. Similarly, you can have any roadmap summary, you can have charts here. So anything that you want to do, and these are all, as you can say, grouped by uh, different departments here. So it would be different from iPhone, different from Mac. So everything you can go and add here with text, with images, with charts, with your own OKRs, and make sure that your business reviews are very effective, and they are the driving factors to make sure that your OKR adoption is very high. This is a very, very unique feature, and we believe one of the most important factor in making sure that your OKRs are always updated and you are able to go and achieve that as well. So that is pretty much about OKRs. I want to very quickly walk you through also how our performance reviews are run. So, like I said, one of a very important philosophy we have is about be where work is. So you can, of course, go and get all the notifications, all the nudges on Slack itself about aligning your goals, about updating your OKRs. But at the same time, you can also run your entire performance review in Slack itself. So if you can just give me 1 second. Okay, it's loading. Okay, so while it loads, let me yeah. Yeah, so I have everything here. So this is how we run the entire performance review in Slack. So you actually kickstart a cycle. Everybody in the company gets a notification all in Slack that, hey, we are running our review cycle, and you can go and select your peer. So all of these things, from selecting peers to approving to doing manager review or self review, everything now happens in Slack itself. So I can go and set my peer reviews and say, these are the people I want to get my 360-degree review. In case your company doesn't run 360, of course, you can go and completely skip this part. Now it goes to the managers, and manager can either approve it or reject it or add somebody else as well. So I can say, yeah, I want John, but not Craig. But of course, I want to maybe add no. So I can, of course, go and add somebody that I believe is important to take the 360, and that's pretty much it. I can now go and run a self review. I can do manager review. I can do peer review, and it could be a combination of your OKRs, your competencies, your company values. It could be a 5-point score. It could be a 10-point score. It could be a open text. It could be anything, and it is fully customizable. And even the once the reviews are completed, a manager can go and review who all have given the, review, all the reviews. They can download the PDF. Everything happens in Slack. I don't even need to go and look at somewhere else. And while all these things are happening, HR has the dashboard to go and review what's happening in the company. So this is pretty much a quick walk through our OKRs and performance review. We have, of course, employee engagement. We have one-on-ones. We have Coffee Connect, and I'll share probably in another video. And I hope you really like it. Thank you so much.